Beneath the elegance, charm, and polished screen personas stood men who once risked their lives for their nations without ever seeking recognition, and Richard Burton stands as a powerful example of this hidden courage. Known for his commanding voice and Shakespearean presence, Burton's life began far from fame, rooted instead in service, when he joined the Royal Air Force in 1944 at just 18 years old during the final years of World War II. Trained as a navigator, he developed discipline, mental strength, and emotional control, skills that shaped both his personal growth and artistic career. Though he never saw direct combat, the RAF experience transformed him, giving him direction and structure that he had never known growing up in a poor Welsh mining town. After the war, he earned a scholarship to Oxford's Exeter College, where he refined his love for literature and drama under the guidance of scholar Neville Coggle, later delivering legendary performances in films such as Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf and The Spy Who Came In From the Cold, carrying into his acting the emotional weight of duty, pressure, and resilience learned in uniform. James Doohan's story is equally powerful, as long before becoming famous as Scotty in Star Trek, he was a real-life Canadian war hero from Vancouver who joined the Royal Canadian Artillery and landed on Juno Beach on D-Day with the 3rd Canadian Infantry Division, leading men through minefields, eliminating enemy snipers, and later surviving a tragic friendly fire incident that left him shot 6 times, losing a finger, and carrying lifelong injuries he would later hide throughout his acting career, always regarding D-Day as the most meaningful moment of his life. Denholm Elliott, remembered as Marcus Brody in Indiana Jones, endured his own war horrors as a Royal Air Force navigator whose aircraft was shot down over Germany in 1942, spending the remainder of the war in a brutal prisoner-of-war camp where hunger, despair, and psychological suffering were constant. Yet it was there that he discovered acting through prison theater, a lifeline that later shaped his career and led him to study at RADA and become one of Britain's most respected performers. Eddie Albert, widely loved for Green Acres, revealed extraordinary bravery during the Battle of Tarawa when, under intense enemy fire, he disobeyed orders to rescue wounded Marines, personally saving 70 men while piloting through artillery and machine gun fire, earning the Bronze Star for valor, yet returning to Hollywood as a humble man who never sought attention for his heroism. Audie Murphy's life stands as one of the most remarkable transformations in American history, rising from poverty to become the most decorated U.S. soldier of World War II, earning every major combat honor including the Medal of Honor, 2 Silver Stars, and the Distinguished Service Cross, famously holding off advancing German troops alone from a burning tank destroyer in France, later becoming a film star while privately battling the psychological scars of war. Walter Matthau, known for his humor and sharp wit, once served as a radio gunner on B-24 bombers with the 8th Air Force, flying deadly combat missions over Germany while facing anti-aircraft fire, enemy fighters, freezing altitudes, and constant mechanical danger, later using the GI Bill to study acting and carrying into his performances the grounded realism of someone who had truly seen war. Jimmy Stewart, one of Hollywood's most beloved figures, became the first major star to enlist before America entered World War II, rising from private to bomber pilot, commanding B-24 squadrons, flying 20 dangerous combat missions over Nazi-occupied Europe, earning multiple military decorations, and later achieving the rank of Brigadier General in the Air Force Reserve, becoming the highest-ranking actor in U.S. military history, remembered by fellow servicemen not as a celebrity, but as a humble, disciplined, and courageous leader. These men were not only legends of cinema but real-life heroes, some famous before service, others famous after, all united by something deeper than stardom, the willingness to risk their lives for something greater than themselves. Their stories remind us that courage appears in many forms, sometimes in uniform, sometimes on screen, and sometimes in both, and these hidden histories deserve to be remembered, honored, shared, and celebrated as part of the true legacy behind Hollywood's greatest legends.